This Saturday at Lanier High School. Here to tell us more about the band conductor is the band conductor, John Jackson. Hi. So good to see you again.
So
Thanks for being with us
Yes.
this morning. We appreciate it. So I can't believe I think I've heard of this, Peter and the Wolf, but I didn't really know about how the instruments line up with different animals. So kind of walk us through that.
Right. Well, we kind of want to keep it a little surprise, but most folks are familiar with it. It's the story by the composer Prokofiev. He set this story to music. And it involves a story of a little boy named Peter and a wolf, and it involves animals and his grandpa, and the animals are portrayed by the instruments. Instead of people, they're portrayed by, musical instruments, such as the bird is the flute.
Would have never guessed that one.
Right. The duck is the oboe, the cat's the clarinet, and grandpa's played by the bassoon and the low brass instruments, and then you have the wolf, which is played, by the French horns and the saxophones.
That is so interesting to me. And so this all tells a story.
It does.
Okay.
And that's the surprise.
Right. Okay.
Or you can Google it.
Right. But it's one of those things. Come on, just come out and see it.
That's right. That's what we want you to do.
But who is this playing in this concert band series?
This is the Capital Sounds Concert Band.
Okay, and now are these all volunteers?
Right, they're all volunteers, and of course we've been around. This month will actually be 44 years.
And are you guys? You're completely volunteer based. So.
Right, we're in Montgomery, but we have folks that come in from out of town. But mostly we serve Montgomery and the River Region area.
And you do several concerts per year.
Right, we certainly do. And one thing we're going to offer for this concert is a petting zoo.
Oh.
Now, most people are familiar with a petting zoo for animals, but they also have an instrument petting zoo.
How does that work?
Well, there's my little poster here.
Okay.
But we have a display of instruments. They're all set up, and the children and the parents can come up, and there'll be a supervision by adults and things, and you can actually touch and feel and find out what these instruments are if you've never played them, and actually, try them out maybe and see how they sound.
That's pretty cool to me, and this may feel a little bit juvenile, but I never really got up close to instruments, especially when I was younger. Was never really exposed to a whole lot of that. So I think that'll be really interesting for the kids to see all the buttons and how they move and how they're played.
Exactly.
And things like that.
And it'll be on display in the lobby as you walk in, and it'll be open at 2 o'clock, an hour before the concert. So give folks plenty of time to take a look at them.
Wonderful. Well, this sounds like so much fun to me. I'd love to come out and see it. Tell us again when it is.
It is tomorrow, Saturday, February 6th, 3 p.m. at Sidney Lanier High School Auditorium. And the admission is free. We're being sponsored by the Arts Council of Montgomery and the Montgomery Public Schools. All
right, completely free to hear something as cool as this. I think that's totally worth it to me.
All right.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Jackson. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we will be right back.